What is up, everyone? JD here. Hope you're doing well today. Got a knife review for you. Let's get into it. All right, guys, we are checking out a prototype from CJRB. This one is a Jacob Lundquist design. It came along with the Concept Vivid, but it is a prototype. I don't have a name for it, so I don't have any information. Don't know when it'll be released, and I don't know what the materials will be on the final product. I do know that I think that there will be a premium and a budget version of this one, so I am excited about that. It is a button lock with a reverse opening hole. I don't think it's meant to be a thumb hole. Maybe slow roll. Yeah, you can slow roll it. My ring finger slipped off a little bit there and kind of pushed into it. That's why it looks so tough. Yeah, you could definitely slow roll it. And front flippers. I feel like Jacob gets a lot of front flippers out there. Whew, that is a stout detent. They did a good job. Yeah, that is crispy. Go ahead, CJRB coming in hot with them flippers. I noticed that they do work a little bit better on the smaller ones, but we have a very interesting design here. I imagine that the base steel will probably be RPM 9 since that is their proprietary steel. So the budget versions you can imagine will have that. If I had to take a guess, I'm thinking S90V on some premium versions. I could be wrong, but just speculating here. Very comfortable ergos, guys. This thing just kind of nestles into the hand. It's going to be a great small companion carry. Going to be something that you can carry primarily if you like your knives smaller. It's going to be nice, thin, slicey blade stock here. I'm not quite sure if they have the blade steel on here. So this one's RPM 9. Okay. But it is the prototype. You can see the name right there. It says prototype. It does have a model number, but doesn't have anything beyond that. As I was saying, it's got a thin geometry on it. It was very comfortable to hold while cutting with it. Very acute tip, great pinch grip, great for detailed work, tabletop cutting. Again, getting into your packages if you don't want to go too deep into those with the knife. You got great control for that as well. And occasionally, I think you'll be okay to break a box down. It's definitely thin enough and slicey enough, and I like RPM 9. They do a great job with that. I don't know what versions they'll have out here, but you have basically an aluminum coated pivot collar. You got very nicely coated, I don't know if this is aluminum. I'm going to guess that it's aluminum because it has nested steel liners in there. You know, I didn't really check that earlier. Yeah, nested steel liners in there. No. Full aluminum scales. It's full aluminum scales, so that means probably washers and bearings in the pivot. I can't take this one apart. It's not mine, guys. I apologize. You do have a reversible pocket clip. Nice and springy. Didn't notice it while I was cutting with it. Did not notice that pocket clip at all. You got some jimping here to help with those controlled cuts right there. If you want to go through your cardboard or whatever, you can. Feels a little ridiculous if I'm trying to go with a full grip. It feels a little ridiculous, I'm not gonna lie. When I actually was cutting through the cardboard, I was kind of holding it using the jimping. It's nice aggressive jimping. It also works very well because they took it right up to the top. They didn't need to go over the top with this one, I don't feel like. I feel like it is tuned very well for all of the means of deployment with that front flipper. If there's another one out there, I just don't know about it. Got a little bit of a ting. It's not going to come through. It's so faint. Super duper faint. Again, ceramic bearings in the pivot. It's got a little bit of play if you really force it. I can feel it starting to move around a little bit. No up and down, just a little bit of side to side. Can I get that out of there without... Now the other side is spinning. I don't think I can get it out of there, guys. No. Unfortunately, I don't want to mess with it too much because it is a pass around and it is a prototype, so I don't want to mess anything up. Very cool. Let's do some size comparisons. So here it is against the Spyderco Para 3 Lightweight, which is one of my, I consider it medium still because I can get 4 fingers on there, but it is a smaller carry, and then your Manix 2 Lightweight. So this is definitely small for sure. And here it is against the Devo Knives Nip Light and QSP Volt. I really do like this comparison here because I do consider this a mini and I consider this a micro, so you can see how close they are, but this is definitely a mini that you can get 4 fingers on. I really do like that. Kind of reminds me of the size of the Devo Knives Lush, if you're more familiar with that one as well. Let's do close-up profile real quick. All right, closed up profile, you can see the mini is a little bit longer than the micro, and then it is smaller more than your medium-sized EDC. Very discreet profile. I think it's going to carry very nicely for those that like to carry a smaller knife, or if you want something that you can throw in the 5th pocket, you'd be able to do that with this. Very similar to the size of a modern traditional. What is it going to weigh? Let's check that out really quick. Very lightweight. This is coming in lighter than a bug out. A bug out comes in with their Gryvery scales and steel at like 1.8. This is coming in at 1.7. So super lightweight with the aluminum scales. I really like the aluminum. It feels very nice in hand. Let's go ahead and score this out. So what do I take into consideration? Action. Buttery smooth action. A quite stout detent, if I'm honest, for a plunge lock. I looked at this to see if it had a liner in there and a detent ball. That was my fault. I totally caught it on my finger when I was deploying it. But very crisp, very snappy on my version. As you can see, I actually slid off that pocket clip there. It's so stout. Yeah, I like this. Good button location. Ergonomics is very comfortable for a small knife. It's not quite 4 fingers. I hang off that back just a little bit. But, you know, for something to carry just to get into your package, which is what I can test the nip to be, just a package opener. You can cut away some tags, loose string. You can get into some packages with this one and put it away, and it's very discreet. I think this still accomplishes that. Something that you can pull out very discreetly. You can open really quick, open your package, close it, and put it away. That ting is really cool. I wish you guys could hear that. I don't think it's going to come through. There it is. There it is. There it is. Not consistent, but you can hear it. There's no rattling or looseness or anything. I think it's just the way it hits the stop pin and how it's carrying through here. If this was any thinner, I think it would really, really sing, but it's nice. I mean, I like the design of it. It's comfortable ergonomically. No lanyard, which is fine by me. I really don't care because I can get 4 fingers on there. I'm not big on the jade, but this does look good with the pivot collar. What I think would look really good on here is like a Gicarda, or maybe like an OD green micarta, or maybe just black it out. Like I have my Volt over here. I think I pulled this out, right? Didn't I pull this out for the size comparison? Just black it out. I think that would look sweet too. Just do some all black micarta. Maybe get them to black wash the blade a little bit. It looks really good with a black wash. It's just black coated as opposed to black wash. I think black wash masks a little bit better where you've done some cutting with it. You can see it hides it a little bit better on the black wash than it does on the coated blade. The coated blade, you can see the marks and marring really good there. I think there's some oil or something out here on the end though. But again, it is a prototype, so who knows what it'll be like in production. Man, they took it on that lock, on that glide lock is crazy. So what goes into everything? I mentioned ergos goes into that action, cutting geometry, sharpening choil, which is way back here. They did a great job on that plunge grind. Kudos to you guys. Where does that stop pin hit? Yeah, that stop pin, because it is the plunge lock, this is the opening stop pin. They're using the button as the close, so the stop pin's way back here in this cutout. Fit and finish feels really good on here. Assuming this is going to be a budget knife, so under $100. You know, I'm thinking this one's probably going to come in at a 6.5. Very solid score. RPM 9 is a nice budget steel. It's going to perform a little bit better on edge retention than 14C28N and Nitro V, and it's going to be relatively easy to strop and maintain, which is why I do like RPM 9 for a performance steel. Not as tough as 14C28N for sure, but for a folding knife, you only need so much toughness if it has that good of edge retention tension, and it's able to hold an edge that long and still be easy to sharpen and or strop. Yeah, I'm happy with that score, and I'm happy with this knife. I think it's a nice little mini knife. I could see this totally going into my pouch. Could be an alternative if you missed out on the Lush, which is dropping tomorrow as of the recording of this video, but they will be coming out with the Devo Nips Lite. They're going to have 3 variants at devo.com. They may be sold out by the time I get this published. And I did leave that pouch there because I am carrying my blade bend version. I mean, not pouch, the patch little disc here to protect the scale, just because I don't know. I haven't shown it to my wife, but I don't know that she would necessarily carry it. But I am going to show that to her this weekend, see what she thinks. If she likes this one, I'll ask her if she'd like to have it for her own personal carry to keep in her purse. Right now, she's carrying a Cadet. I think it's a Cadet that I bought her, an Alox Cadet. She likes it because it has the pink knurling. It also has the scissors, so I don't know. If she doesn't, it's going into my rotation. Anyway, let me know what you think about this CJRB prototype. I think Jacob is really killing it here with a lot of his releases. We had that concept that we did not that long ago. I really liked that one. You know, it's just I didn't like how Concept was doing their crossbar lock. I had some suggestions on how to fix that so it could match at least what QSP is doing, which is far superior in my opinion. This is going to be a great little mini carry, and I think it's a good looking design. Good job, Jacob. Thank you, Lefty, for letting me take a look at this. Thank you, Jacob, for sending it over for the pass round to take a look at. Let me know what you think in the comments on your way out. If you enjoyed it, leave that like for me. I really do appreciate when you guys do that. Links are in the description. If you're interested in that, I am an affiliate with CJRB Artisan, and you can check it out at the retailers that I have linked below if you're interested too. You know, no pressure. It just helps when you guys do that. But if you don't want to, no pressure, none at all. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you get out of here. I love you. I hope you have a fantastic week. I'll catch you all on the next one. Peace.